So we saw until sample defect.
Your voice is resounding, ma'am.
Can everyone mute? Is it echoing now? Okay. Okay. So any doubts on that on Friday's class on how to write a defect and how to on what basis we pick a defect and all? And we also saw severity and priority, right? Severity alone. So any doubts? I think so. Are you people now clear on what is like how we pick the severity, the difference? Okay, actually, I forgot until which I took class for you that day. Can anyone just tell me where from where I need to continue?
You said that you show example for the severity and priority.
Ah, okay, okay,
Show
fine.
the example.
So priority also I have completed, is it?
Yes, ma'am. You said that you will show combination of two, ma'am. Example.
Okay, okay, okay. Mm,
This completed, ma'am.
yeah, these are completed. Okay, fine. From here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we saw what is the severity of a bug and what is the priority of a bug, right? So always there would be a combination of severity and priority for a bug. Okay, and how I said earlier, priority sometimes even the QA team will define. Okay, so what happens is uh, in most of the projects I have not set the priority. Only the developer will set the priority, but you need to understand on what basis the priority is set and what type of defects will fall under what category. Okay, so this is an important interview question. Again, they will always ask you can you give me examples of high severe and low priority defect, low severity and high priority defect. So these are the categories. Okay, they will ask you to give examples of each category. Okay, so the categories are high severity and high priority. Okay, so the severity would be high, but its priority will be its priority will also be high. So what defects will fall into that category? So next is high severity and low priority. The severity will be high, but from the business perspective the priority would be low. Okay, and next is low severity and high priority. The severity would be low, but from a business perspective, again the priority would be high. And the last one is low severity and low priority. Even from the functional perspective and also from the business perspective, both are low. So that is called as low severity and low priority defects. Okay, I have started recording, right? Yeah. So we'll see one by one. So high severity and high priority defect. A defect that creates server error and doesn't let other features work. I have said you right. Wherever we get server error and we are not able to proceed with the next functionality, those will always fall into high severity. It will also be a high severity, and the priority also will be set as high because we are not able to proceed with the next step for testing or performing some functional actions, right? So that is the reason this these type of defects will fall under high severity and high priority. So example is like you add a food to cart in Swiggy. Okay, and you go to the cart and you try to make a payment. When you click on make payment and when you submit the payment, you see this application completely crashes. Okay, so these type of defects will fall under high severity and high priority. Fine, understood this? So next one is high severity and low priority defect. So a defect that does not impact any major feature. Okay, so it is like, see, you have a about us link on any website, right? So that about us link is a very rarely used feature by the customers. So when you click on that, page is not loaded, or if you feel that the we get a server error when we click on the about us link, so that is a high priority, because the link is itself not opening. But from the business perspective, they think that okay, this is a very rarely used by the customer, so we can put them as low priority and we'll fix them later. And so that type of issues will be falling under high severity and low priority. The other one is, I have an application, and it generates a, what is a report, annual report of a patient. Okay, so annual report itself says that it is going to be run only once a year. Okay, so when you click on the button, the report is not generated. So that is obviously a high severity because it is a patient report. But priority wise or business wise, it is going to be executed only once a year. So we can put it as low priority and fix it later. So that is the difference between like how the low priority is and how the high priority is. Any questions in these two?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you please explain me the above example, ma'am? Link
Which link about us, huh?
about as link or any browser.
No, if you open any website, you'll be having lots of links below, right? Wait. So if I open this, here in the footer we might be having few things. See, glossary or contact or carriers are important. Glossary it's the same in few, will be having about us, right? So these are very rarely used, what to say, links. So glossary we usually do not open, or for contact also, in case we having issues only we'll be opening. Or about us is a very very rarely used things. See, this privacy, terms of service, these things also we never use it, right? So you imagine when you open it, this page does not loads, or it crashes. So this is a very rarely used feature by the user. So actually it crashes, so it is a high severity. But from a user perspective, it is a very rarely used one, so we'll mark it as a low priority.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
understood.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay, fine. So next is low severity and high priority defect. So now we'll feel, I have already told you. See, it is a, we'll feel that from a testing perspective, this is just a text issue or just a image issue. So we'll mark it as low severity. Okay, because all the UI bugs will fall under low severity. But think from the user perspective, so he'll feel that, see, this is my logo, that logo itself is wrong, I need that fixed first. So that type of issues will fall under low severity, but the priority would be high. Okay, a defect that does not impact any feature, it will not impact any functionality, but can affect the business. So that type of things will fall under low severity and high priority. That's why I have put, instead of this, imagine the next Netflix logo is in this way. Obviously, the customers can think that this is a wrong site I have landed, right? So he will obviously misinterpret it. So those things can affect the business, right? So that's the reason those will be put under high priority, but the severity will be low. Understood? They will ask you in interview, can you give an example for low severity and high priority, and high severity and low priority. These two are uh, sure questions. So please have it on mind. Okay. So the next one, low severity and low priority. So now you see, I have this privacy, right? I open this privacy and I have a content over here. Imagine this content, I have a spelling mistake. Here I have a paragraph missing. I have a spelling mistake over here. So these are going to come under low severity and low priority, because it is not affecting the functionality in any way. But sorry, and this is just a uh, this is a very rarely used scenario. So those type of things will be falling under low severity and low priority. A defect that does not impact any feature and the business, these will fall under low severity and low priority. Here if you see, I have many spelling mistakes, and here I have a font mistake also. The what to say, the cases are also not proper. It should be in a uppercase, but it is not in that way. So these type will fall under low severity and low priority. Have you understood, or any questions or clarifications? Okay, fine. So now, bug triage. Okay, we have something called bug triage. So we from this is not like a very important thing which we need to know. We perform as a daily activity as a QA engineer, but you need to know what a bug triage is, and you also need to what to say. If in interview they ask you what is a bug triage, you need to be clear with the point to explain them. So now in hospitals and all, right? If you go, imagine in a hospital there is a what to say, there is an accident of a bus and of around 20 or 30 people, and they bring this 20 or 30 people to the hospital. Okay, so at that time, what how these people, how the doctors will actually categorize or split the activities. So they can't attend all the 20 in a single shot, right? So what they will do is like, see, there will be ortho physicians, there will be some neurologists, there will be different departments. And what will happen is, first, which are all very important, that is, which people have severe injuries in the accident, right? After the 20, they will pull those people alone and they'll put them in the emergency section, right? And next, what they will do, who are all somewhat having wounds and all, those people will be put in the second category, and they'll be attended by the respective what to say, respective doctors. Now the third category, how they'll put, like very minor injuries, these people, they will ask them, they'll be dressed up and they'll be attended by the nurses and the what to say, duty physicians, like that. And so it is called, so the hospital is the main what to say, from the triage term came from a hospital only. Okay, these type of activity is called triaging. Triaging means prioritizing. Okay, so in software, now we have raised around 100 bugs. Imagine we have around 100 bugs. Okay, 100 bugs as a QA engineer we have raised. So now the development team, they will have 100 bugs in their bucket, right? So now they will not know which one should be attended first, which one needs to be prioritized, and which needs to be put in the last. So for that only, they will be conducting a bug triage meeting. Okay, this is a meeting conducted. So it is a process to prioritize the defects before release based on the severity and risk. So based on what they will be prioritizing is severity and the risk. Okay, high severity and high priority defects will be prioritized first. So which they will be picking first is the high priority and high severity defects. Okay, and if we have a very limited time for a release, so at that time only this bug triage meeting will happen, not all the times. Okay, so in interview they'll if they ask you like, you have a very less time and there are around so many defects, what process would you, will the people follow to fix the defects? So at that time you should say they will be conducting a bug triage meeting. Okay, so it is done for larger projects. Obviously, larger projects will be having large count of defects, and triaging is important. And bug triaging will have a give you a successful release. Okay, this is a concept which you need to know if to like if asked in your interview, you need to know what it is. Okay, so any questions here? Okay, fine. So now in the bug triage meeting, who will be doing who what? So that is also important, right? So we'll be having test lead in the meeting, we'll be having project manager, we'll be having the development lead and the business analyst. So test lead will be obviously representing the testing team, and he's the person who will prepare the uh, bug report. Okay, bug report means the all the how many bugs are raised, how many are critical, how many are high, how many are low. So that type of report he will create. And yes, in sometimes he will also set the priority. Initially he will set the priority and he will conduct the bug triage meeting. Okay, he will showcase this report to the other people. Now the project manager, what he will do is, he if any bugs are not if the developer says no, this I can't resolve, this I have a technical issue, so to address that type of things, the project manager will be in the meeting and he'll be giving his suggestions and ideas. Okay, he takes care of the triage team members, handles hurdles for any bug to be resolved. Okay, and development lead is the main person. He'll be representing the development team. He'll take care of the business aspect of the bug, and he will analyze why this bug has come. Imagine I have already raised a bug and it is fixed, and again the bug is coming up. Okay, so that type of things also he will analyze why this is coming up again, and for each bug he will estimate the effort. Okay, he will estimate, okay, this bug I think my team needs at least 3 hours to work. This I think at 1 hour is enough. This I think 8 hours he needs for this bug to fix. So that type of effort estimation also the development lead will take care. Okay, and business analyst, obviously he has a very good business idea, right? So he will only prioritize the uh, defects. Okay, he'll set the priority of the defect. I already the test lead would have said he will again review it and he will set the priority. Okay, any doubts now in bug triage? Okay, fine. So now I have an exercise for you. So you people can start. These are the scenarios. Okay, I have four scenarios. This is completely. I am testing Play Store. Okay, I'm not testing Play Store application. Have it on mind. I'm testing Play Store. Okay. So now you people go through one by one and you can start writing and you can share me. Okay, which these defects, which priority and severity it will fall. I need you to think on that and work on it. Can you start writing? Is it fine, everyone? Anybody? Am I audible for you people?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
I'll share this to you people. Wait. So start writing, okay? Have in mind that I'm testing Play Store and not the applications. Based on that, you define the severity and priority of each. I have shared it here for your reference. I'll give you just 10 minutes, okay?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. What we have to do? High priority, high severity that we have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
set
You
the
have to.
severity.
Yeah.
Just mention this
These
high
are bugs,
severity.
okay? These are issues which we have found. I want you
Okay.
to give the severity and priority for each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Categories.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Ma'am, I've shared to you, ma'am, once check now.
Yeah, Pratibha. And someone else also shared me. Who's there? Okay. Yeah, Raghu, yours is correct. I'll check Pratibha's now. Pratibha, the third one, right? Third one is wrong. The
Ma'am,
other,
it is.
yeah, yeah. Third one, the priority is correct. Can you check the severity again and send me?
Ma'am, it is only in the what we said. The text is only wrong, no, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I have said you right. On what basis? Even the text is wrong, if it will fall under high priority.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Low priority, high severity, yeah, ma'am.
No, no. Low severity, high priority.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Except that everything is right, ma'am.
Yes, yes, correct.
What about last one, ma'am?
Yeah, that one is correct. Illiteracy has sent. Yeah, illiteracy. Yours is also correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
No issue. Someone else has shared me.
Naveen now.
Okay, okay. Naveen, the third one, right? What you wrote for earlier was correct. Low severity and high priority only.
Yes,
And the fourth one should be low severity and low priority.
ma'am. Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raghu. Blocker and showstopper are same. Yeah, Kavipriya, right? Kavipriya, correct what you have sent.
Kaviyarasim.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
Kaviyarasi, sorry. Yeah, it is correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Aishwarya, yours is also correct.
Ma'am.
Now,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, this is Sasmita.
Yes, Asmita.
Yeah, I sent this group.
Okay, okay. Mohan, yours is also correct, Mohan. And Bhagya, yours is also correct. I think Sashmita's is, yeah, it's all
Okay,
okay.
ma'am.
Sashmita, first one is high severity and high priority. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Because it crashes, right? Completely.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, next one is correct. I give four, right? You have sent me only three.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
The last one would be. One second. Yeah. The last one would be low severity, low priority. Okay. So Kiran, I'm checking yours.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
third one, how it falls high priority, ma'am.
Sorry.
Third one, you said high. It is high.
It affects the business, no?
Yeah. The Amazon, right? It is displayed as, imagine you open Play Store and search for Amazon. Okay. Instead of your normal Amazon icon, you see somewhat different. You'll obviously feel that it is not Amazon, right?
Okay. Duplicate side. We may think it is duplicate side.
Yeah. That's why it is high priority.
Okay.
And
Ma'am,
Kiran,
but it
yours
does
is
not
correct.
affect the application of it, so it is low severity.
Yes, low severity. Yeah.
Ma'am, last one, can you please explain?
Last one second.
Ma'am, the high severity, I think, ma'am, last one.
Last one, you open Play Store on mobile and search for Temple Run, right? Click on install button. Installation is complete. Okay.
Okay.
But it shows the installation complete text message only, right? It shows as install complete. It is a just a spelling mistake. It is nowhere affecting your feature, your functionality, or your what to say business, right? So it will fall under low severity, low priority.
Okay, ma'am, just spelling mistakes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
The low
Yeah.
severity.
Okay, good that people you all have understood well. Uh, so today, what do you do? One thing, you just try to think of more high severity and these categories, right? And each categories, you people try to think of any other issues, okay? Any other scenarios and share me, okay, as a homework. I'll look into it and I will share my comments also, okay?
You said that one more category, high severity, more critical. It's like that. You have to explain us, no, ma'am. Previous class.
Yeah, high severity. Yeah, high severity and high priority.
Critical.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Critical. You have used the word critical.
Yeah. This high severity, high priority will fall under that only.
Okay.
Okay, but please be clear on this term. Okay, the categories is important. Okay, they will not ask much about what type of severity. That is a very basic question. But these they'll ask you what type of severity are there, what type of priority are there, who will test, who will set it. Raghunath has asked, ma'am, severity verified by tester. Yeah, not verified, set by tester. Okay, severity is set by tester and priority is set by developer or business analyst.
You
Okay.
said something. You're saying of types of. Can you repeat it, ma'am? Voice. Your voice has been.
Yeah. See, types of severity and types of priority, you be clear. Okay. What type of severity are there? Critical, high, medium, low. And
Okay.
what type of priority? High, medium, low. That is fine. And who will set it? That is also an interview question. You can say this one tester will set it, that one developer or business analyst will set it, priority will set by business analyst or developer. But your important question is, can you define, can you give me example of high severity, high priority, high severity, low priority, and low severity, high priority? This will be your sure interview questions if you go for testing interview. Even if it is automation or manual, they will ask you manual questions only for a lot initially. From automation, they'll ask you for few codings and a few, what to say, few technical things. But manual basic should be strong for you. Okay, so be clear on these topics. Okay,
Okay.
any other questions? Okay, then we'll move to the next topic. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so for today, again, we'll start with a new topic. It is going to be types of testing. Okay, so testing, whenever they ask you, you should not, can you tell me types of testing? You should not blindly say manual and automation or functional or non functional. It's not that. We have two types of testing initially. Okay, one is static testing and the other is dynamic testing. So what does the term static mean? Any idea?
It's from requirement, ma'am. Static testing.
Yeah, static means something which doesn't change. Okay, dynamic means it'll keep on
Actually
changing.
changes with the requirement.
Coding.
Yeah.
As per coding.
So static means, see, this documentation, reviewing the documents, going through the documents. These type of activities will come under static testing. Okay, dynamic testing means it will keep on changing based on the requirement. So that type of testing will fall under dynamic testing. So if anyone asks you what are the types of testing, you should first say static and dynamic. Okay, so static testing is
Now,
part, yeah,
static testing is based on documentation,
yeah,
or dynamic based on software testing. Is
yes,
it, ma'am?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Someone call me. Any questions? Okay. So see, static testing is it's a part of verification activity. I told you, right? Verification activity is different. Validation activity is different. Okay. So static testing is part of verification activity. It is a non-computer based testing. Non-computer based testing means you'll not need a software to perform this testing. Okay, before the software comes into picture itself, you will have on the document on the process, on the requirement specification, and what to say, they will say installation qualification and all that is what type of installation needs to be done. So all the documentation based activity before the software is tested will fall under the static testing. Okay, it is done before software is deployed and without executing the code. It why For what it is done is to improve the software quality and increase productivity. So before starting our testing our software, if we have the process and on how to do the testing, how what type of activities needs to be performed, if we are clear in that itself, we will obviously be clear on how we should perform a testing, what we should test, right? So this will obviously help us in improving the productivity. Okay, so are you clear on what this is, what a static testing is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now dynamic testing. So this is where we will
Ma'am,
get, yeah,
here also after documentation, then software will start.
yeah, that's what I said. This is completely verification activity. A dynamic testing is only a validation activity. Okay,
Ma'am,
validation, yeah.
is it comes under B model?
No, 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 no. Verification and validation is a technical term. Okay,
Okay.
verification means all the documentation activities performed by the quality assurance team. Validation means all the testing activities performed by the quality control team. Okay, verification and V model is a verification and validation model. That is, the verification activity and the validation activity will happen parallelly. Okay,
Okay.
don't get confused. Okay, so dynamic testing is a part of validation activity. Here, in the dynamic testing only, actually the software will be tested based on the different inputs and outputs. Okay. So in from here only actually our types of different type of testing will start. Okay. So one will be black box testing and white box testing. Okay. Understood what is a dynamic testing?
Black box testing means before we have studied that the boundary analysis, this change
That
table.
those are techniques for writing test cases,
Okay.
testing techniques. Okay,
Black box testing techniques, no, ma'am. That is
yes, yes. So now white box testing. Okay, what is a white box testing is knowing the code, what is actually happening in the code, testing those code is called as white box testing. Okay, so software's design and code are tested in white box testing. This can be done at system, integration, and unit level. System means uh, what is a complete system. In that system level also the complete code can be tested. Integration, you know, right? We have module 1 and module 2. Integrating those two and testing that code, checking that code can also be done. And a single piece of code can also be done, that is called as unit level. Okay, who will be doing it is developers. Types are unit testing. Unit testing means, just now I said you, identifying basic and simple error in a code. In a piece of code they will identify if the code is working properly. For this type of input, if the is the code giving a proper output, they will check. And that is called as unit testing. Okay, testing for memory leak. It is done to avoid memory leak. Memory leak means, if I give a high amount of data, the memory should not get overfed or leaked or something like that, right? So that type of testing will be done in these things. You just prepare in your interview perspective, the white box alone. Okay, they'll not ask much questions in this area. Just for your understanding, I'm telling you. Okay, and we have penetration testing. Penetration testing means, see, like, I have a link, I have logged into my Facebook. Okay, but when after logging into my Facebook, what happens is, when if you check the link above, right? Wait, I'll show you. I'll show LinkedIn. Wait. So if I click on my account, you can see here I have my username, right? So if I take this and imagine I put it here, sorry. Wait. Now I give it here. Imagine I have Pratibha's LinkedIn ID. Okay, I know her ID. I want to log into hers and use, but I don't know her password. So imagine I am just typing Pratibha something. Okay, and when I hit an enter, it should not take me to her pay her login. Okay, instead it should show like this. So these type of penetration means adding some value into the URL or into a query, and testing is called as penetration. Okay, so that type of testing is also done in white box testing. So understood what is a white box testing and its type. Okay, so just have an idea of what is white box. And if they ask you, do you know any types of white box, you can give them unit testing and penetration testing. That much is fine. Okay, so now dynamic testing, we have black box testing. One is white box testing and the other is black box testing. So black box testing is what, you do not know what a code is doing or anything about the code. You will just give some input and the code should work in any way it want, but I want the actual output as expected from the requirement. So that is called as black box testing. Okay, testers does not have knowledge on the code written. Testing done based on requirement and design. Okay, code or architecture is obviously not known to the tester. And the main aim, what is the main aim? Just to verify if the functionality is working fine. Okay, understood what is a black box testing?
Ma'am, previously I have seen some black box techniques. Ma'am, what is difference between both, ma'am?
Those are techniques for writing test cases. Okay, this is actual black box testing. Inside this only those techniques will come.
Okay.
This is type of testing, that is type of testing technique.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
It's also black box only, no, ma'am?
yes,
Good.
yes.
Okay.
So under black box testing, you see we have functional and non-functional. So if they ask you what are the types of testing, you should say, yeah.
Can you repeat black box testing once again, ma'am?
So, black box testing is nothing but see, as a tester, I need not know how the architecture is, what type of coding they have done, what type of integration they have done, and all. Okay, my actual thing is if I try to place an order for a TV on Amazon, it should get added to the cart and the order should get placed. So that type of functional flow alone we will test without checking the coding inside the code. What is happening will not be bothered.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
No issues. So if they ask you what are the types of testing, how you should tell in your interview is there are two types of testing, static and dynamic. Under dynamic we have black box and white box. Under black box testing we have functional and non-functional. Under functional we have these many and non-functional we have these many. So this is how you should answer in your interview immediately when they ask you, can you give me some types of testing? You should not go and say regression, integration, system sanity. You should not tell them, or you should not tell functional, non-functional, or you should not tell black box, white box. You should start from the root. Okay, static, dynamic, we have black box, white box. Under black box we have functional, non-functional. Under functional we have these many: unit, component, interface, integration, system, smoke, regression. We have so many. And under non functional, we have usability, compatibility, performance, security, reliability. So, functional means whatever tests the functionality. Okay. Uh, what to say, that's what, like I need to log in, I need to place an order, I need to add to the cart, I need to search for the restaurant. These are all functional areas, right? So testing those functional areas is called as functional testing. Okay, functional testing tests the functional area of the software. All components are tested by giving input and validating the output with the expected. How we'll test the functional areas? We'll try to search for what to say. Uh, we'll try to search for television on to test the search feature on Amazon. We'll try to search for television, and we should get the list of televisions alone. So here the input is television, and the list of televisions are the outputs to validate with the requirement, that is the expected. Okay, so this will fall under the functional testing. So it is obviously part of black box testing, and in the functional testing we'll be doing manual and automation. Okay, so understood what a functional testing is?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it's all behavior of the application, means how your application behave.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we have lots under that. I think if I start now, I'll not be able to cover up today. Uh, we'll do one thing. I think we can start with the types of these testing tomorrow, or I can, because we have lot. If I rush up, you'll not understand anything. Okay, is that fine if we start tomorrow from here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's fine, ma'am. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then you people do one thing. You go through, and what you do is like you give me examples for the categories of our bugs. Okay, the high severity, low priority, low severity, high priority. Try to think of any bugs for that, and you just send me. Okay, I'll look into it. I'll provide my review for that.